Welcome everyone to Ask a Member. I'm Ann Hughes, President of the Adrian Area Chamber of Commerce, and pleased to welcome today Carol Suchak, who is the head librarian for the Adrian Public Library. Welcome, Carol.
Hi, Ann. Good to be here.
So you've been busy lately.
Yeah, just recovering from our delicious.
That was a great success, even though, it got a little damp.
To put it mildly, it was a wonderful festival with miserable weather this year, so we're already thinking about next year. But it was a wonderful event to see so many artists and organizations and sponsors involved, and just the community coming together.
We talked to one of your vendors who said something they found unusual is that most communities, if you go up to Harbor Springs or Petoskey, the real touristy areas, when it rains, people go inside and stay there. He said in Adrian, they came out.
And stayed up because the art was so appealing and the entertainment was so appealing, people were determined to partake.
Yeah.
Though I did see more people underneath the tent than outside the tent during the hail in particular.
Yeah, that was it was an interesting Saturday, but I'm glad it was a good show. It brings a lot of people into our community.
Yes, it really a tremendous amount, both from within our community, and then we actually advertised in the Washtenaw, Toledo areas, as well as the greater Lenawee and Monroe. So, and we saw that turnout.
How far away did the artists come from?
The artists are predominantly from southern Michigan, though some come from a little bit further north and a few from the Ohio area. And we had over 80 individual artists this year, and totally with the college and university students, over 120 artists participated this year.
That's amazing. Yeah. There's such resources. This is such a rich community. People just realize what's here. So, and one thing that I participated in was you did a book signing.
Yes.
At the library, which was really cool.
Yeah, we were really excited to have Sharon Pfeiffer come, nationally known mystery writer.
Jane Wheel.
The Jane Wheel series, yeah, she has a local connection, and she is Emery Schmidt's, for those of you that know her, sister, and so and Chris Schmidt's sister-in-law. So that's how I found out about her, and we were able to bring her in. And we were also really excited this past week to find out that we'll be able to bring in Steve Hamilton again.
That's great.
In mid-October. So having those local connections really helps.
Right, and book signings help people. They just pique your interest. If you get to talk to the author and see the author, and she did a great job. She read part of the book. She talked about hers and Emery's growing up at the Easy Way Inn and down in Kankakee. And I just finished the first one, Killer Stuff, at about 7:30 this morning, which is pretty
hard to put down.
I was a couple of minutes late, but we start Dead Guy Stuff tonight. So I bought one and took 7 out of the library, so that's what I'm doing right now, is reading. But that's so what else is happening at the library? You've got stuff going on all the time.
This fall, in October, for Teen Read Month, we have a special manga comic author, Mark Creeley, coming for the teens, but a lot of the adults really enjoy his work as well. He's going to be a drawing workshop. But a big focus for us always is a small business and business support, and so really pleased to be in cooperation and collaboration with the Adrian Area Chamber and Michigan Small Business Technology Development Center and South Central Michigan Works and with the LEDC and SCORE. There's so many support agencies here, and we work closely with them to help our businesses.
Can you just briefly explain some of the resources that you have that support small business?
Sure. Well, we created a Biz Resource Center a few years back, and in partnership with those organizations. So we do a couple things. One, we act as a clearinghouse for information to connect people to the Chamber and the LEDC and SCORE. People come in all the time looking for various resources. And then we have some very high quality print and electronic resources. If people, as a startup, they need to create a business plan, or they're going for a bank loan to expand their business and they need to update their business plan, we have the print and electronic resources to help them create that, for example. But the two products that we're thrilled to be able to bring through all the libraries in Lenawee County are Business Decision and Reference USA. And we were fortunate to receive state funding to provide that to all the libraries throughout the county. And Business Decision will help you if you're a business and you're thinking, do I want to put my business in this city or this intersection or that intersection? It will help you determine what people spend money on in that geographic area to allow you to make an educated, rational decision, not just gut feeling.
Not
But here's the
not
facts.
just a guess.
And that the bankers really like that.
Yeah, they probably do.
So business decision is something you use that way. And then Reference USA helps businesses find customers, whether they're residential or business to business. It will literally provide you with contact information for people who have interests in your product. And so they're very, very powerful products, and we're very fortunate to be able to provide them to the community as a whole.
Yeah, because Reference USA, we tried to get it a few times, and it's extremely expensive. But we've used it. We've come over and printed out lists and that. We use it for prospecting for membership. So it's not not just for business, but your nonprofits in the community too can identify and get the contact information.
Yeah, it is. I've had other nonprofits use it in the same way. Yeah, it's cost prohibitive in some ways for individual businesses, but with the ability for us to buy it for the community as a whole, and then particularly to be able to share that countywide through the grant funding, it allows all the communities to have access to it.
Right. So what else is coming up at the library?
Oh, let's see. We've got book sale coming up this fall. It's the first time we've done a fall book sale, and it's the Friends of the Adrian Public Library. We started our Friends group actually earlier this year, and they support the library with volunteering their time, which has particularly been helpful as we've seen the staff reductions over the last few years. And they've taken over the book sale, which is our largest fundraiser. We usually have one every spring, and so we've had a lot of requests to do a fall book sale, so that's the first week of October.
And you asked for donations this year, right?
Yes, yeah, we're always looking for donations of books, DVDs, books on CD, things like that. And they go maybe added to collection or maybe added to our book sale. And again, that helps support our children's programs in particular.
So if somebody's watching and they want to become a friend, how do they do that?
Sure, come on into the library or visit our website and you can pick up the application. If you have any questions about the Friends, I'd be glad to talk to them. They can reach us at the library at 265-2265 or talk to our president of our Friends, Lois Curtis, and she'd be glad to give them her info.
How many friends do you have?
We have about 35 starting since we just started the first of the year. So
that's great.
It's really been heartwarming to see the response to that.
How do you pick the books that you get into the library, and how often do you get new books in? And
yeah, we get new books daily. Shirley Innes, our adult services librarian, and Kathy Cheshire, our youth services librarian, predominantly pick out the books. I get to take care of the facilities and programming and things like that. But we work with many different vendors, and we are a popular materials library. We're not a university or college library, so we focus on popular fiction and nonfiction materials in all formats.
Okay. You have the ebook readers are big now, and we had talked about that a bit Saturday at the book signing.
Yeah.
Has ebooks affected the library usage?
I have everybody coming in asking me for ebooks. So people tend to read both print books and ebooks. They don't. Most people tend to like a little bit of both. To us, it's a new format, just like books on CD or so on. So we have invested actually 5% of our library materials budget, or book budget, on ebooks this year, and we're starting this month with a company called Overdrive, and it'll be popular fiction and popular nonfiction. So you can download it to your Kindle or your Nook or your iPad.
Okay. And are you going to have a class or anything to teach people how to do that?
Yeah, I think I'll have a couple of our partners that help with this will be doing some classes. I'm trying to think, we're almost at October, so maybe November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll watch for that.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you'd like everybody to know about the Adrian Public Library as we wrap up?
That's a place for everybody. We talk about children and teens and seniors and business community, and that there's something for everybody there. Libraries are not just books. That's our key feature. It's much more. So come on down and check us out.
And you've also got a cafe.
We do. Break and Away Cafe opened earlier this year, or this fall, I should say. And they had a boom in business during our Delicious.
Oh, I bet they did. Best molasses cookies you could ever want.
Yeah, Sharon and Betty are from the Hudson area, and their cafe's open early in the morning for breakfast items. And they're looking to expand to lunch after the first of the year. We were really thrilled that they connected with Zingerman's out of Ann Arbor. And so they serve Zingerman's coffee products and, as you said, the best baked goods I've had.
Yeah, I went over to get one cookie and I came back with two. I ate them both for lunch one day. But,
Yes, understandable. Yeah,
great products, though, and a good service for downtown Adrian.
Thank you.
Okay, Carol, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we'll keep working on those books, and we'll keep sending people over to you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks.